My name is Olatunji Olaigbe. I'm the current vice president of the Faculty of Life Sciences. I'm also a public speaker and debater in the University of UNILORIN, and I'm part of the University of UNILORIN Debate Club. ASUU strike has really delayed my plans to finish school in 4 years, begin my life, and just get on with things. I came to school with the plans to study for 4 years microbiology, do my master's in pharmaceutical microbiology, and begin a proper career. But now every plan is put in hold. I had to stay at home. I'm done with my internship, which was supposed to be 6 months, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life currently. I'm just sitting and hoping that one day ASUU will actually call off this strike so that we can get back on track. Because some days you wake up having nothing to do, and what that causes is it makes you start thinking of different things. Sometimes you're sad, sometimes you just try to find something to keep you busy, something to keep you happy. Of course, I know people can say, oh well, learn a skill, do this and do that, but it is not always easy, because having access to getting those skills in the first place is hard because you are in Nigeria. Accessing those things is a problem. But then the second thing is, even when you have access to those skills, it is still in your head that I am still a student. I'm supposed to be in school. I'm supposed to be rounding up my studies. So no matter how much you try, no matter what you do, no matter the skill you are learning and how much money you are making, because you are still in a loop of I'm an undergraduate student, it is never enough.
2020 we were home. 2021 we were home. Why? I've been in 400 level for the past 3 years. I wrote my final exam as a final year student since February 13th. Till today, I don't know whether I'm leaving school. I don't know when I'm leaving school. These people keep meeting every day in Abuja, every day in Nasarawa, every day in Lagos, and they are saying they are meeting in the dreadlock. We are not happy with this. We will not be satisfied until we get our right. Education is not a privilege, it is our right.
We should not allow this issue to escalate.
Mandate the Senate President to intervene in the matter in view of stopping the pending strike. Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Since the inception of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, also known as ASUU, the Nigerian federal universities have witnessed back-to-back strikes of different durations, to an extent where an academic session without ASUU embarking on a strike is considered odd. The strikes are usually a response to the federal government defaulting on an agreement had with ASUU. ASUU was formed in 1978, during a period where the country was plagued by the inability of the military rulers to convert oil wealth into a well-rounded national development. This also meant that the funding of education was at its lowest. The union became extremely poor and there was a high rate of brain drain. Academic staff were running to other countries in search of favorable working conditions. In 1988, ASUU embarked on its first strike. This led to the proscription of ASUU on August 7, 1988. The federal government banned ASUU and seized its properties. The proscription put an end to the strike and members of the union returned to work. In 1990, ASUU was deproscribed. ASUU embarked on a strike on May 14, 1992. It was suspended after a week. The strike was resumed on July 20, 1992. ASUU was banned for the second time on August 23, 1992. Throughout the military government era of Nigeria, ASUU encountered a lot of struggles. It had leaders arrested and members sacked by the government without trials. It was an unpromising period for the academic staff.
I, Olusegun Obasanjo,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
When Obasanjo's civilian government took over in 1999, an agreement was signed. The agreement covered salary increment, housing loan, which was not met by the government. ASUU embarked on a nationwide strike that lasted for 5 months. From this moment forward, ASUU strikes became an almost yearly occurrence. For every disagreement with the federal government, a strike was embarked on to make a stand. In 2001, the strike lasted 3 months. In 2002, it lasted 2 weeks. In 2003, there was a 6-month strike that ended in 2004. In 2005, it was for 3 days. This has been the pattern till date. In 2020, there was a 10-month strike, and in 2022, ASUU is currently on strike. Cumulatively, ASUU has gone on strike for a period of 4 years.
We are doing this so that things don't go wrong. You will recall that for the better part of last year, our union was at daggers drawn with the federal government over an agreement that we signed since 2009.
ASUU is currently battling with the federal government over the implementation of the 2009 agreement, which covers the restoration of Nigerian universities through immediate and sustained financial intervention, university autonomy and academic freedom, the reversion of brain drain through increment in the remuneration of academic staff, and a separate salary payment structure.
In 2019, it was like the deciding year of my life. I had to write JAMB, but I cannot do solar exams of my academic life actually. So, 2019, I remember everyone was telling me go for UNILORIN, they don't strike. Your 4 years is your 4 years. So I was like, okay, sharp, I'll do it. Just go and come out. I felt it would be that easy. I didn't even know in 2019 that UNILORIN joined ASUU. It was until 2020. I remember on the day of my last paper, I saw on my phone that ASUU strike, ASUU calls warning strike or something, calls indefinite strike. I don't know if they went with indefinite as first. And I kept on asking people that, and people were like, some of my classmates were like, that Boya will not be able to write the exam, and I was quite confused. That what do you mean we will not be able to write the exam? UNILORIN is not under ASUU, and that was the day I actually found out that UNILORIN has joined ASUU. All my mind throughout that COVID break was that it was Corona that was still keeping me at home. I had even forgotten that there was ASUU strike. They are making 4 years, 6 years, making that elongation of academic years totally unnecessary.
After almost 2 decades of separation, the rift between the University of Ilorin ASUU branch and ASUU's national body finally ended in 2019. UNILORIN ASUU branch was allowed to rejoin the national body. The rift started in 2001 when the then Vice-Chancellor urged the local ASUU not to join a strike declared by the national body of the union. The national body of ASUU sanctioned the university and they were suspended from the union.
We are tired, we are done with our exams, graduates are hanging. People that are going to 400 level cannot proceed. So we are tired, and that is why the leadership of the student union, after extensive consultations, have decided to go out of the street constructively to let the federal government know that the students of the University of Ilorin and the Nigerian students are tired of staying at home, and we are tired of not attending classes. We want to graduate, and that is the reason we are here, so that the federal government can meet ASUU's demand. Next week, the federal government and ASUU are meeting, and negotiations will be ongoing. We want to inform the federal government via social media platform that they must sit ground and meet ASUU's demand by the next meeting that they are having. If not, we are going to come out of the street again, and that time it might be tough. Agbára ló ta gbani, agbára ló ta gbani, ó ń gbani lọ.